Can a desert turn into a forest? A report from the UN reveals that dry lands, including vast areas of desert, cover 42% of Earth's total land area. What if large amounts of this land could be converted into fertile ground capable of producing crops? Today is a particularly important question in China, which has a total land area of 3.5 million square miles, but only 15% of which is arable. In 2016, researchers from China's university claimed to have developed a novel technology that can convert desert to arable land. The technology developed by the researchers at Chongqing University involves a paste made from plant cellulose that can greatly improve the ability of desert sands to hold water, minerals, air, microbes, and nutrients essential for plant growth. This paste was applied to a sandy 2-hectare plot in the desert, in the Mongolian Autonomous Region. Over time, the plot was transformed into fertile cropland. This research was conducted by 2 Chinese scientists, and their results were published in 2016. The technique undertaken by the researchers was also presented at the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, an initiative begun in 1994, with the aim of stopping the advance of desertification by 2030. This research work is not the first Chinese attempt to convert desert into fertile land. China launched a much more ambitious program in 1978, known as Great Green Wall. The goal of this program is to stop the expansion of the vast Gobi Desert and initiate reforestation projects in the north regions. The Shelter Forest program has a projected completion date of 2050. The Chinese government claims it is the world's biggest reforestation initiative. In the past 4 decades, more than 8 million hectares of trees have been planted. NASA satellite images confirm that forest cover has increased in China over the last 25 years due to the various conservation efforts launched by the Chinese government. There are many photos on internet, but some pics like this, with a dense Amazonian-style forests, probably are fake. Probably a photo like this is more realistic. In any case, it works. However, there are still obscure points. According with some Chinese scientists, with the Great Green Wall, people are planting lots of trees to stem desertification, but then later no one takes care of them, and they die. It is certainly not enough to place a log in the desert to see a forest grow. For this reason, in 2008, the World Bank recommended China focus more on quality than quantity in some areas of the project. The process of turning deserts into forests is called desert greening, and it is something that has been going on for several years now. Even the Sahara Desert is slowly being turned green. Currently, desert greening is being performed on more than 35 million square kilometers of land, and it can help humanity with plenty of issues, such as energy, food, and water crises. Turning a desert into a forest sounds like a dream project. Desert greening is highly dependent on the availability of water. If plenty of water is available, it is possible to turn deserts green. There are numerous ways we are able to get water to aid us during this process, mostly through rainwater harvesting, desalination, saving and reuse. Each one of these methods has its pros and cons, but almost all of them are used regularly. Methods used in desert greening. There are many different methods used during the process of desert greening. Managed intensive rotational grazing is one of them, and it means that livestock is being moved around specific areas of the pastures, which allows the other areas to rest. Experts that work on desert greening also try to regenerate polluted, salty, or degenerated soils, which can help new plants to grow. If all the deserts on Earth become fertile, this would have a number of consequences, both positive and negative. Food insecurity is a serious global issue at present. According to a 2019 report, around 800 million people are currently facing high or extreme levels of food insecurity. With enough arable land, There is the possibility that the agriculture sector could expand enough to end food insecurity. Fewer deserts could mean more land would be available for animals and plant species. This will lead to an increase in biodiversity. However, at the same time, the extinction or reduction in desert-based species could lead to an ecological imbalance. Deserts play a key role in regulating the Earth's temperature, and their dry condition promotes the concentration and formation of useful minerals such as potassium, borate, gypsum, nitrate, etc. If all the deserts on our planet disappear, then this would likely adversely affect the Earth's climate, and there might be a question of the continued availability of various minerals. Forests have long been touted as a natural system for carbon sequestration, which means that more forests could reduce global warming. However, although trees take up carbon through photosynthesis, they also emit a complex range of chemicals, some of which can warm the planet. Trees with dark leaves may also raise temperatures by absorbing sunlight. Forests in the place of deserts could bring more rainfall and an increase in the availability of fresh water with it. This would be a great relief to 1/5 of the human population that is currently facing water scarcity. However, this would also have a far-reaching and unknown effect on the planet's future climate.